Alright, so I was just in the store here at the gas station, and what's interesting is that girl says, "And how are you doing today?" She's real sweet, black girl, and she's, well, let me tell you this part first. As soon as I open the door, there is a heavy black girl in a dress that's above the knee, or skirt that's above the knee, and she bends over like the ostrich and right at the door, and you see all her stuff, because she wanted the chips from the bottom row of that rack, like 6-7 foot from the door, right? As soon as you open the door, you see this. I was like, oh my gosh. And that just was like, whoa. Reminded me of something happened when I was a kid. I was in a school out. We were staying with my grandfather in Artesia, California, and I was like 10 or 11, I guess. Probably about 10. 9 or 10. Because we had left Long Beach and we moved in with Grandpa for a little bit. And so I was going to, I think it was Ford School. And they have, let's see, no, Pat Nixon Park in Ford School. They had this little school that, you know, was several blocks from the house. We used to walk back and forth. And so we were pretty poor at that time. My mother had divorced and things were bad. And she was having trouble functioning because of the divorce, I guess. And I don't know why, so don't ask me why they did it, but it was a good thing because all my parents did was argue and yell at each other. Well, my mother yelled. My father, you know, usually just took it. And maybe that's what made him like it was for years later, because he always took it. That's interesting. I just realized something. So anyway, you know, it was a good thing they divorced. I don't know why they did. You know, I wish I had the guts to ask him, but it's really none of my business. But anyway, I mean, it worked out great for both parties, I would say. But anyway, so I was in class and had this older lady that was an instructor, and she had the big updo with the little Bo Peep curls coming down and all that, and she dressed real, I don't know, kind of gypsy business suit type looking thing. And so they had these monitors they would roll into the classrooms. They're like big TVs on a cart, on a metal cart. And then, you know, you would get to watch, you know, a show like a history show or something like that. Well, she got exercise shows, and so we would have to do our morning exercises in the classroom. And she's at the front of the class trying to show us how to do the exercises, and I about flipped. I'd never seen anything like this before. This woman was face towards the chalkboard with her back towards us, and she's doing the touch your toes thing, and of course she had, you know, A-line skirt on, and she had no panties, garter belt, and stockings, and bending over, you know, right in front of us like that. And, you know, I told my mother, and she said, well, you need to tell the school. And so I went to the principal's office, and that's a big deal. You have to, like, wait around, and they give you permission to be there, not to go to class. And I said, you know, I'm here because my mommy told me to tell you about something that happened in the classroom yesterday morning. And so, I told the principal, and the principal was a woman, and she just looked at me like I was cuckoo. And she said, what did you think about that? I said, well, I think maybe some people should wear panties when they're exercising or something like that. I was just, wow, So, then they held me up there all day. Then they let me go back to class. Then, oh, this guy, the way he's driving, really? Come on back. What is going on? Is this guy dying? What is he doing in front of me here? I gotta miss the light because he's just driving like a freak. Watch, he'll stop and he'll go when this is a no, turn on red light. Watch this. You gotta go 11 miles an hour. Watch what he does. Let's see if he does it. So anyway, they called me in the next day to the office. I had a note to go to the office, and I was in that lady's classroom. And they sent me up to the office, and I had to stay up there like the rest of the whole day. And I even had to eat my lunch there. And then they called my mother, and she come down, and they were mad at me, saying that I lied, and that that was absolutely not true. And I was like, ask the other kids in the classroom. But that was really bad, That was really, really bad. And the teacher denied it to the T, and the principal was mad at me, thinking I had lied. There's no reason, a kid under 12 should be seeing stuff like that. It's just absolutely inappropriate. You're there to do a job. You need to think about the way you dress. And in the event the wind comes up, okay? In the South, you really have to think about it because weather is the freak weather. You never know if it's going to rain or storm or hurricane or tornado next. California, it's pretty mild. It's kind of 70 degrees all year round up here in the southern area of California. But anyway, so anyway, I'm back to the store. I'm talking to the girl there. She kind of knows me, and she's a real sweet black girl. And she's like, how you doing today? I said, still moving. And she says, oh, I feel for you. And I said, yeah. I said, I was telling her about I'm listing stuff for sale on the internet, and people just call. Well, they message like 24 hours a day, and it goes bang all the time, real loud, and it wakes me up. And they're doing it at midnight, 2 in the morning, and 5 in the morning. And it's like, I'm standing there. I said, I cannot believe people will do that. She said, oh, no, honey. She said, my parents raised me. You don't call nobody before 9 in the morning and not after 7 o'clock at night. Period. And I said, really? She said, yeah, that's a total point of disrespect. And she said, but people don't know how to raise their kids nowadays. And it's like, these are grown folks, that are sending me messages. It's really strange. So there's a doctor behind me in line, and she says, oh, no. Yeah, I don't do that either. She said, I'm in the medical industry, and I have patients, and they, will want to call or text me 24 hours. She says, but she says, if I don't get away from this guy, oh, holy hell. He's just going 10 miles an hour. So, she says, I don't call any of my patients before 7 a.m. in the morning, especially because they probably were up all night, you know. She said, it's a point of respect. She says, I don't know what's with people like that. And it's like, you know, I thought maybe times have changed where people don't teach people how to call people at an appropriate time unless you got an open agreement with somebody. You know, I have friends that's like, call or text me anytime, 24 hours, you know. If you need me, I'm there, you know. But otherwise, if I don't know you, and especially in a business deal, why on earth are you calling or sending me a message, you know, in the middle of the night? Because normally when things like that happen, it's because it's an emergency, okay? Like, you know, it's family trying to contact you because of an emergency. So that's why you try to be available, you know, or it wakes you up. Because it's really hard to go back to sleep, you know, when people do that. Because like I say, your mind is already clicking, and now you're worthless, you can't go back to sleep. I used to be able to do it when I was younger, but I can't now. Once you wake me up, man, it's like, we're done. Anyway, cheers. Got my Starbucks thing. The 2 for $5 deal. I'm gonna go and unload this stuff, and I gotta get back and pack some more. And I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Love you. Have a really super day.